maybe. Mets would like to see some today. Those guys are ready. So it's Peterson going for the Mets. Jose Martinez, the
28th, but still won 6 games, fine.
Left field, he's going to get a lot of playing time out there with no DH.
Spoke about the backup catcher, Tomas Nido, with short one. Walker, who was pitching, and Mike Schilt to right. Guillorme makes the dive, gets up, gets his man, and man right on cue. Luis Guillorme.
Always anticipating. You see his first step, gets there, dives, gets up, makes a strong throw. Look, that's why he's out there. That glove is gold, and if he gets an opportunity to play, you're gonna see a lot of those.
He played 35 games for St. Louis.
We'll let this pitch go first.
Up the middle, nifty play by Francisco Lindor, ranging to his left.
That's nobody on.
Yadier Molina, first pitch swinging into center field. Brandon Nimmo on a bounce. And so a 2-out single.
Catch Carlos Martinez. You see the swing, Todd.
We've seen that swing for a lot of years. It's very balanced. He likes to go.
Hit just $173 though in 50 games. Hit hard out to left field. In front of Dominic Smith, Molina holds up.
O'Neill stays back on it. I like that number 2. That's the one I wore in St. Louis. But drops it in front of Dom over there, and look.
Awesome for Peterson. If the ball's on the ground, please fill the strike zone with strikes.
3-2 pitch. And Peterson misses outside, and so the bases. Rondon 3 for 10, hitting 300 this spring. First pitch swinging into left field. RBI. 1 run is in. In comes a second as Tyler.
Because as we talked about, he's been pitching behind. He's up to the task. It's not that strike the ball slider that he likes to throw to get swings and misses. So you're joking that they brought the wrong Nolan.
High expectations for him in St. Louis. Flies one out to left field. Here's Dominic Smith. Makes the
talent here, who's pitched out of the bullpen and has started game.
Brandon Nimmo faces off. Should be entering the prime of his career. Bounces one up the middle. And a base hit for Brandon Nimmo to get it going for the. In Sports Illustrated the other day, where he was asked who the best shortstop in the game. Nimmo takes off. Molina's throw. Not in time. As
inside the bag. Decent jump for Brandon. He peeks in right there. Gets himself down. Yachty's still got the great transfer. That ball just rode inside. Oh, that was close. He might
the door goes the opposite way. O'Neill flings it on a hop. Nimmo had a hold up and now advances to third. And so a single.
Hitting by Lindor. He tries the backdoor slider, hangs up a little bit, and he just poked it out to left field. And you know what? There's nothing that Nimmo can do on this. He read it at first, thought it was going to drop, but then as he closed in on it, he had to make sure that he was safe, and he started retreating back.
Tied for 7th in the majors with 65 hit. Conforto, a rope into right field. In comes Brandon Nimmo for the first run of the day.
Fastball, Michael up to the task. Something that he did really, really well. Emphasis nowadays to hit in the air.
1-2 pitch. Martinez to Alonso. Pete bounces it down to third. Gorman steps on the bag, low throw, and dug out of.
It's a nice pick at first base. He does the right thing, steps on the bag, gets his feet in the right order, but just throws it a little short, chokes it a little bit.
Conforto at second, and Dominic into right field, down in front of Carlson. Conforto around third. He's going to score, and Dominic Smith.
Swing by Don, just gets himself set, throws his hands. He's got such great hands. Head on the ball. That's just, picture goes with one arm. It's something that keeps him in the zone longer. It's a bad throw right there. You got to hit the cutoff man to keep it.
1 for 3 last night.
His numbers are even better in games where he.
JD takes a called third strike. Peterson.
So he's not going to be able to get away with it, as we saw last inning.
And Mendoza.
Where his leg ends up, the right leg. It's not that real long stride that you see from DeGrom and others.
At the moment, there is no DH. Martinez again lays down the bunt. Joseph handles it. No play at second. They get the out at first.
But then is the key. Watch his knees bend. That's why you get your head down to the level where you want to. Well, they've got to get Bader at some.
Bader just beyond the infield cut, and that's Guillorme.
We talked about it before. When he has the ball down.
Pitch of the afternoon for David Peterson. We're just in the second inning, and that one bends in for a couple.
He's gotten older.
Swings at strikes. Guillorme steps in. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Martinez, and Guillorme gets that back foot. The question of when you use him in a reserve role, if you bring him in.
Had a good sense for what was going to be the best for his team.
Guillorme takes off again. Molina's throw is. We go to the third, tied at 2.
Amazing all-around player. It's been so fun to.
Exhibition season. Well, to the left side, and that finds a hole and a leadoff single for Molina.
You know, Molina's by him on.
Up the middle. Back-to-back singles for the Cardinals.
90-ish coming into this game, and you see that compact swing. Keeps his hands inside. Does a great job.
And already up to 47 pitches here in the.
Been hearing the baseball is going to be less juiced, if you will, this year. It may have gone off the tarp in a couple of years past. Now to get the ball in the air, but as I was saying,
Jose Rendon into left field. Dominic Smith drifting back, has a beat on it. Yadier Molina tags and scores as O'Neill
do things, and it takes you away from, as you said, what you might have.
Gorman, a young guy, just 20 years old. Smacks one into center field. Brandon Nimmo backs up, makes the catch. Nimmo singled up the middle to lead it off for the Mets in the first, off the hands down to first base, and Mendoza handles it. Francisco Lindor.
Ernest ALS also.
Lindor goes the opposite way. It hangs up, and O'Neill
He stays up the middle with 2 strikes. Plenty of time to comment about it this season.
Back up the middle, Conforto rolls it into center field for a base hit. Second hit of the day from Michael Conforto.
Timing. And I think his timing mechanism.
Not chase. That's it well. Out to center field. Back goes Harrison Bader, and I think the wind has got it at the.
Well, I think that might have been a curveball. It was going to be something he adds to his repertoire this year.
Hit off the end of the bat to shortstop. Lindor makes it look easy. Low throw. Alonso
talking about, you know, the majority of time he doesn't want to throw his ball pitch that he's usually going to use, Todd. Only maybe to get a strike.
Martinez, a high chopper. JD ranging to his left, and JD Davis this spring, and he's talked about trying to play angle. Down to third. Davis takes his time. He does have a very
running again. Hampered my game seriously.
Dominic Smith into center field. That's where Harrison Bader. Carlos Martinez. Masons. JD into left field. That's where Tyler O'Neill is, shading his eyes from the sun.
To the rest of the season, and he might produce more out.
So much with the game. As McCann off the end of the bat. O'Neill makes the catch.
Traveled loop with the Tampa Bay Rays last year. You see his
angle is going to be going away from you, but he's got a cutter that can get it on your hands, like he did right there.
He jams right on cue there, Todd, as Carl's
fermenting to get to a place where a game is more exciting with more action.
Molina to Lindor.
It has become a little bit boring to watch because of the shift.
Inning. Hooks one into left field. Dominic Smith won't get there. Goes into the corner. Rolls around out there, and it's a stand-up double for Tyler O'Neill. It's his third.
That the Cardinals are going to rely on. this year, and he has certainly shown some good things this spring. He goes out and gets that ball. I keep talking about how short his swing is. Nice.
This offseason traded him to the Angels, which opened up that so they'd have a position for Carpenter.
That's well hit into right field. Back goes Michael Conforto, and he plays it off the base of the wall. One run comes in. Tyler O'Neill scores.
His last at bat, he drove one deep to center field, stays on that ball well. And as we talked about, he's improved that power over the last couple of years. That one off the base of the wall.
2 strikes on Rondon. And Loop with a
young pitcher. Made the team out of spring training.
The at bat from Hicks to Guillorme. And Guillorme walks.
And the lefty coming in after that epic at bat.
To Luis Guillorme, who finally works out a walk. And Garrett Williams comes in and he
a little bit back there, but this one hits him on some bone right there, just below the knee. That's better.
2-0 pitch.
Hit him.
And Brandon Nimmo will take first base. Back to back.
Home now. See, this ball just catches the hand. Brandon.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that one misses outside, and a run is forced in. Pitcher for the Cardinals, and he finds himself in a mess with the. Conforto into right field, base hit. One run comes in. Nimmo stops at third. Lindor at second. An RBI single.
Ryder stays in the middle of the zone. He had to throw it for a strike because Michael's eye was good. He did just what he needed to do with it. Line drive, base hit, RBI. Nice at bat.
Sometimes hitters have these kinds of games.
Back up the middle, Alonso into center field for a base hit. Nimmo scores. Lindor right behind him.
Good sign for Pete, as we talked about, when he stays through the middle of the field, not only does it give him an opportunity to stay on time on the ball, but especially get 2 guys home.
He came up before Khalil Lee in the hit.
Back of the head, that had no intent. That was just a slider that slipped out of his
Now got him on the
hand
upper shoulder blade
got him
there.
on the back. He just knocked. Now this is an opportunity.
JD hard down to third. And that is a double play, a 5-4-3 double.
Well, he hit it hard there. He does a good job of staying with that ball. It's nice, easy feed. And he had easy
down to third. Bounces one over the mound. In comes Carpenter. Fires and
100 games pitched for that team. Was their closer.
Gorman pops it up. JD into foul ground. 1 down. Of innings pitched a season ago and the reacclimation to a long season. This is Allen in 2021.
You also don't want your relievers 4th in the league in innings pitched.
For these guys this year, he's got to settle back into the guy that they expect to take
the 5th or 6th slot.
Bader to the left side. Lindor gives ground, gets the out at second. And that does here in the bottom of the 6th. 5th pitcher of the day for the Cardinals.
Well, we have to go back for many of Tommy Parsons.
Mazika through the shift into right field for a base hit.
His hands in right here. You see it staying on top of the baseball. Short inside, like I said.
Brandon Nimmo got hit by a pitch in that for 17. As Nimmo works out a walk. So he's on base for the 3rd time.
That graphic shows that there's a lot of players out there to get.
Lindor reaches out, lines one, double play. Jose.
I can tell you, crocodile or alligator didn't matter. I saw a very
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Corey.
where you got into it, and you always have to be aware of the fact that somebody's watching you.
Yep. But I didn't know he had a hairpiece, and everyone jumped in the shower.
Campbell shoots another one out to left, and there is. You approach camp this year in better shape. How tough is the utility role, as that one by Maxwell is hit out center field for a single?
Do all that at first base. I mean, at third base, everything's faster.
You know, how close this team is and what the camaraderie is like.
Guillaume is going to get a lot of playing time this summer.
Yes, indeed. Drury fists it down the first base line. Nice play over there. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed.
Job. He's gotten back into counts with that little slider. That one was a little.
To get a take strike and then put him away.
That's one to change.
Swing and a miss. Wow. And Corey Oswald. Jose Peraza.
An iPad.
Peraza to the left side. Moroff, who's into the game now, backs up and has plenty of time.
Better be or I'm in trouble.
Yep. Mazika pops it up on the infield. Now drifting into shallow left field, and there is.
People who are listening to this broadcast said, why didn't they do this the entire time?
I shouldn't sing. My voice is just horrible. That is drilled out to left field by Mendoza up against the base of the wall. Pete Crow Armstrong into the game. Fields it. Here's a 3-1 pitch now. And that misses out to Ortega. Swing and a miss. And that's it. Game summary.